So, would you like me to go first in narrowing my top three, or do you want to narrow your top three? So you had Adaptation, you had Leaving Las Vegas.
No, I did not have to leave. Like, that's a great movie, but I like a little stank on my cage.
So
I had Face Off because Face Off is just...
You had Face Off. Adaptation, Face Off, and...
Raising Arizona.
Raising Arizona, that's where I got it mixed up. Okay.
Raising Arizona is he's Wile E. Coyote in that movie. Like, it is a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon from start to finish. He has a Roadrunner tattoo. Like, they're not even trying to hide the fact that it's a cartoon.
Okay.
It's so funny.
So, would you like to eliminate one first, or shall I?
Oh, that's tough. Yeah, you go ahead. I gotta think about it.
Okay, so I'm between Firebirds, The Rock, and Drive Angry. And as much as it pains me, I'm going to eliminate Firebirds. It is a delightfully 80s like air warfare movie.
Yeah.
It weirdly crossed with like drugs. And it's great.
Look at this picture, by the way.
Okay.
This movie's gonna be so good.
Okay. I'm gonna eliminate Firebirds. So let's go back to this. Mandy. The new movie's in is Mandy. Can you give us the synopsis for this one?
Oh yeah, from IMDb it says the enchanted lives of a couple in a secluded forest are brutally shattered by a nightmarish hippie cult and their demon biker henchmen, propelling a man into a spiraling, surreal rampage of vengeance.
It's a lot of adjectives.
That is a lot of adjectives.
It's a lot of adjectives. I can be real honest with you. I love every second of it. As you know, I do not enjoy a horror slasher flick.
Yeah.
I find it to be derivative and kind of predictable.
Oh, sure. And revenge movies are a dime a dozen.
I like an action revenge movie. I don't like a sadistic horror revenge movie.
Yeah.
Like Death Wish. It's a solid, like, revenge movie.
Sure.
But it's not like, oh, I'm going to go after somebody with an axe. There's nothing fun there. It's just creepy. But that...
Well, he does go after people with a chainsaw.
True.
In this movie.
I guess maybe my problem's with the mode of the revenge. So I prefer a firearm or somebody even with a bow and arrow versus a bladed weapon or a a chainsaw.
Did you ever watch Old Boy, the Korean movie Old Boy?
Yes, but weirdly I didn't have a problem with that because I
love that movie.
Because maybe it was a blunt instrument. Maybe I just don't like blades.
He uses a hammer for a good chunk of that
claw
movie.
hammer, but yeah. That's a good point.
That movie is great though.
I didn't even really have a problem with the American remake. It was nowhere near as good.
I didn't watch that one.
It was nowhere near as good, but it wasn't an abomination.
I like Josh Brolin, but go fuck yourself.
He's in 20% too many movies.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, he's in everything.
Yeah. You could remove him from one every 5 things he's in and be like, okay, that's the proper amount of Brolin.
It's a lot of Brolin these days.
Okay, so I'm down to The Rock and Drive Angry. You're down to Adaptation, Face Off, and Raising Arizona. I have a feeling I know which one's going to fall by the wayside, but
I don't know. I really like. I feel like maybe I should pull Face Off because it is just ludicrous, but
it's so realistic though. Because they trade faces.
They trade faces, but somehow their bodies change too. They really gloss over that fact. That John Travolta and Nicolas Cage don't look
nothing alike.
Anything alike. They're both hairy dudes, but that's about it.
They're not the same body shape.
John Travolta's got 50 pounds on Cage in the
absolutely
easily.
They're not the same height.
No. And you can't tell me that Joan Allen doesn't notice.
Let's be honest. One of them is balding. Sorry, he's not balding. He's taller than his hair. My mistake. But Joan Allen's either like, no, I really wanted to bang another dude, or really dumb.
Yeah, like, how do you not know? I love how sexualized Joan Allen is in that movie. It's a weird thing to say, but like,
she bangs everything.
Because like, she's Joan Allen. Like, she's good.
Yeah, but
she's a great actress. But
this isn't Selma Hayek.
No, yeah, like, I don't think Joan Allen has ever got the play that she gets in Face Off.
No. Oh,
it's really kind of
strange. That is the perfect way. That's the perfect way to phrase it. She is
maybe
straight horn dog.
Maybe Pleasantville, where she masturbates color into the world. But besides that,
I've never seen that movie. Is that what happens?
Pleasantville is great. Yeah, Pleasantville is a shockingly good movie.
I always make fun of St. Charles for being Pleasantville.
Oh yeah, Pleasantville like pre-color.
And it was funnier 10 years ago when nothing happened out there. Now it's ravaged with like meth and like heroin, and it's like. Now it's not just a white utopia. Now they actually have like problems.
Yeah, it's like it's pretty similar to Pleasantville.
It's similar to Pleasantville though. Okay. So I should watch it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so
it's a good movie.
Are you getting rid of Face Off then, or are you keeping Face Off?
Fuck. It's already harder than I thought it would be. Face Off's so fun. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of
You're dropping Face Off and keeping Racing Arizona an adaptation?
Yeah, I think I'm already gonna drop adaptation because I think Racing Arizona is my favorite.
Wow.
I'm just going for it.
Wow, that just happened. So Racing Arizona is your favorite.
I think so.
Holy moly. So now it's all left to me.
It's so Racing Arizona is everything I like about Cage. Like he's over the top cartoonish and it's really funny, but it's kind of heartfelt still.
Okay, no, I get it. I'm just looking at my choices right now.
I think
I have
going Racing
arguably one of his most successful movies, The Rock.
Yeah.
Versus one of his biggest bombs, Drive Angry. And I'm really in an impasse here because Nick Cage is essentially two people.
Oh yeah, very much so.
And I don't know which of the two people I like more.
Oscar-winning actor Nick Cage.
Oscar-winning actor, straight-to-video motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I like the most. And I like The Rock, but I hate Michael Bay so much. But Drive Angry is a fun to hate watch, but also it's not good by any means.
Sure.
But I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with my favorite Nick Cage movie to watch is Drive Angry. Because I think Nick Cage the amount of time that he's been a caricature of himself has been longer than the amount of time that he's been significant and good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So his heyday was Moonstruck was 87 and conceivably to 2000. That was 13 years. Let's call it 2002. That's 15 years.
That's pretty generous.
Yeah. That means he's been at least 2 years of crazy beyond that point where he's been ridiculous Cage. And that doesn't bring together like Bangkok Dangerous or any of the other bullshit.
Which is just as gibberish as it sounds.
The Wicker Man, Ghost Rider, the movie Next, where he can see the future.
I never watched Next. He can see the future for like 2 minutes or something?
Yes.
What good does that do?
Well, they get some legs out of it. I gotta be honest with you. So there's a lot to go on there. But he's made some other good ones. National Treasure, Weatherman, Wind Talkers was surprisingly decent. But I'm gonna go with my favorite Nick Cage movie has to be Drive Angry. Did I get it for $1? Yes.
You can get Racing Arizona for $1.
Sure.
Easily.
But Drive Angry in 3D is my choice. So we have two ends of the spectrum. You appreciate good Nick Cage. I appreciate losing his mind Nick Cage.
I mean, I love losing his mind Nick Cage too. Like I said, there's that Deadfall movie that I need to watch and I haven't seen.
I feel like you really enjoy Season of the Witch. Ron Perlman and Nick Cage in the same movie.
I love Ron Perlman. He's America's caveman.
He is America's caveman. But that movie is like eating... Ron Perlman is like very, very delicious German food, like a bratwurst or a schnitzel. But it's combined with Nick Cage, which is like a sea urchin. Like, maybe separately they have their own like advantages, but together you're like, ew. But you also can't walk away.
Yeah, it's a weird combo.
Like, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's there. So
Nick Cage has never played a superhero, has he? He was supposed to be Superman.
He was supposed to be
in
Superman.
that Tim Burton movie.
Well, he was in Kick-Ass.
That's true. Kick-Ass.
I don't know if that's a superhero.
Yeah,
he's a vigilante.
Yeah, it's a comic book, but I don't think it's a superhero comic book.
No, he hasn't. And he was supposed to be Superman. And there's part of me that wishes that Superman would have been made. The Kevin Smith. Think what you want about Kevin Smith. That Kevin Smith story of him talking with John Peters about making Superman with Tim Burton as the director and Nick Cage before Nick Cage with Sean Penn as Superman.
Oh, was Sean Penn the original choice?
He wanted Sean Penn because he's got the eyes of a fucking killer. And Kevin Smith's like, but it's Superman. He's like, all right, fine. But when they're at that place, what's it called? Fortress of Solitude. Yeah, can he fight Superman's guards? Why would Superman need guards? And also,
he's Superman.
He's Superman, but also it's the Fortress of Solitude. Why would he need guards?
Yeah.
So I would have loved for that movie to be made, just because it's similar to George Clooney as Batman. It's so stupid.
There was supposed to be a James Cameron Spider-Man movie for years and years, and that never happened either.
Shut your fucking mouth. What did you just say?
Yeah.
Who's playing Spider-Man? Bill Paxton?
I don't even know who was supposed to be Spider-Man. But yeah, for years.
Edward Furlong?
Oh, God.
She's gonna blow him away.
I don't know. Maybe it was supposed to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. That would have been.
Could you imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger as that webhead with the IV web? God, that'd be great.
Yeah, I don't know if they even got that far to like find people. So according to this, Leonardo DiCaprio, who was supposed to play Spider-Man.
As Spider-Man?
I don't know what this even is.
Well.
Oh yeah, was a plan but ultimately failed. Film.
Period.
James Cameron.
Leonardo DiCaprio is a weird one for me because I the first thing I saw him in was The Basketball Diaries. He's doing heroin and sucking dick.
And shooting up schools.
It was... Oh, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, he has a dream sequence where he shoots up the schools.
Jesus Christ, I forgot about I saw that when I was on vacation in fucking Phoenix or Scottsdale. But every time I saw him in something forward, like, oh, he's in The Beach, or he's in Romeo and Juliet, fine. Once he started getting real roles, I was like, I don't know if I can handle this. Until really... obviously, The Departed was good, but I think for me, the Leonardo DiCaprio movie that got me was Inception. Yeah, that's for me. For me, that's Leonardo DiCaprio, and I just rewatched that movie the other day. It happened to be on HBO, and I watched it all the way through. I don't know if there's a more, not a perfect movie, but it's the most Christopher Nolan movie.
I love Christopher Nolan, man.
He's great
because he's like cerebral blockbuster dude. Like nobody does that.
I just love. It's an original idea. Not only the movie, but everything about it's original. But also, I just love everyone he casted it. From Ellen Page to Tom Hardy to fucking Third Rock from the Sun. Everyone he cast in it. Ken Watanabe, great. And it's across the board.
I do struggle with Ken Watanabe because you can't... He's a little hard to understand, and he does a lot of exposition dump.
He does.
It makes it a little tricky, but...
I do watch every movie. Everything I watch with subtitles.
Oh, yeah, I do that in my house, too. But
he's like, we'll have to buy it all first class. I bought the airline. What did you say? I bought the airline. No, speak up. I bought the airline. Yeah. Can we go to subtitles? Oh, he bought the airline. Oh, okay. It seemed cleaner. Yeah, great. I just... That movie, which is what we talked about when downstairs. Say his name again, Ken...
Watanabe?
Watanabe. I've never been able to pronounce his name right.
He's in The Last Samurai.
Yes, in that movie.
But he is not The Last Samurai.
He's not The Last Samurai, but he's in it. But at the end of that movie, he goes, what happens to the warriors at Thermopylae? They were killed to the last man. And he smiles going, this is fucking awesome. And they all charge. And there's something weird, Spartan, Roman about my mind. And I'm like, oh, I understand that. Yeah. And for some reason, I've always liked him as an actor just from that scene. I don't know why.
He's great in that movie.
He's great. I can't think of a movie that I haven't liked him. Even the weird ones like The Flags of Our Fathers and The Sands of Iwo Jima and whatever those weird war movies were. Weird. But so let's talk about this. What's the next one going to be? What's our next argument going to be?
Well, we can continue to do actors. You've already got a Schwarzenegger thing going on.
Okay. Actors. So let me ask you this, and I will. How about I ask you a clarifying question, and then based on your answer, I choose someone.
Okay.
Or do you want to choose?
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
I picked Nick Cage. Kind of.
But we can do this. We can flip back and forth.
Yeah.
Let's continue on an actor series for the next one. But do you want it to be action-based, drama-based, or sci-fi-based?
I am a big sci-fi nerd. Let's go sci-fi.
Sci-fi based.
Yeah.
So this can go any which way. So I'm gonna go with. Do I have to go with an actor, or can I go to a sci-fi based question?
You can do whatever you want to do.
Okay. Because I kind of painted myself into a corner there.
Sci-fi actor. Yeah, that's a pretty.
That's a tight window. That's tough. Okay, so let's do
whatever it is. My answer would be Nathan Fillion. No. We're doing sci-fi actor.
Here it is.
Or Sigourney Weaver.
Here it is. Favorite movie with an interstellar spaceship. So I'm going to leave it broad there. Favorite movie with an interstellar spaceship. So it has to travel between at least planets. So it could be anything from Dune to I don't know. Well, Nathan Fillion to Fire, to Serenity.
Yeah.
To Star Wars, to Star Trek, anything.
None of this just going to the moon bullshit.
No, fuck that.
Fuck the moon.
Fuck the moon. What's there? Nothing but rocks and golf carts. So, yeah, let's do that. I wish, honestly, part of me is like, oh, can we include video games? Because I know Mass Effect would be both of ours.
Oh,
but
yeah,
we
for
can't
sure.
do that.
That's an easy one.
So the next one would be favorite. Let's just call it favorite space movie. Non-moon. Real world horizontal. Port of call. Outside the solar system. So
Sounds good.
all right, there it is.